Why are we nerfing Nilah? Because her win rate's really high. She's like one of the highest win rate bot laners, so we're nerfing her because her win rate is, we believe, too high. Which we believe then indicates that she is kind of overpowered and maybe unfair. What is your opinion on Ezreal? I feel he has fallen in relevance and power with the item changes. Do you think he is fine or does he need some adjustments? I could see a world where we need to buff Ezreal. I will note that Ezreal basically eternally is always one of the most popular AD carries. His character is very versatile, very safe, just a good default pick. Right now, his popularity is definitely lower than it's been in the past. Bro is like, what, 13% pick rate? Like, so like, guy is 48% win rate, 13% pick rate. This is definitely a guy that I would expect to have a bit higher pick rate. So if you were to ask me, like, is Ezreal, like, weak right now? I'm not going to say he's in a bad spot. I think this is totally fine for Ezreal, but I definitely could see an argument for maybe he needs a buff. Ezreal's a guy where it's like, he tends to just always feel good because he's really safe. You can pick him into really any matchup and just chill, shoot Qs. And he always feels good because there's always some item he could buy. So is it possible that Ezreal's a little weak right now? Might need a buff in the long term? Definitely, 100%. But I think he's also chilling, and we generally expect him to be lower win rates. If Ezreal's like at a 51% win rate, it probably means he's a little fucked up. Another thing about Ezreal that's like a note is ZERI saved... I believe it's very possible that ZERI saved Ezreal in terms of pro play. And what I mean by this is, historically, Ezreal has been a character we've had to balance aggressively around pro play because of his safety and things like that. That's no longer true in modern League of Legends, and I think one of the reasons is that ZERI probably... I don't think this is necessarily a good thing, but ZERI probably like took over a number of the reasons you want to pick Ezreal. Like if you want like a really safe laner who's just gonna like sit back and shoot Qs at things, ZERI like kind of like fits in that slot. I designed her to be that way. I did not design her to replace Ezreal, but I very explicitly designed her to give it to like make an Ezreal-like experience. I felt like our game only had one Ezreal, and if we had like characters who could play in that space, it could be cool. I don't think she ended up in the perfect spot. Like you know the saga of ZERI's balance. But if there's one thing you could think about an Ezreal main, Ezreal right now probably gets to be stronger than he could be in the past because ZERI is eating what might be his pick rate in pro. I think that's something that could be true. It's always hard to tell, but yeah.